gallery is a gallery is a gallery, whether it's in Dublin or Paris or New York or Rome. I wanted that edifice of the Tate Gallery. I wanted Francis out there with his friends, who turned out to be Richard Chopping and Dennis Worth Miller.
He was a most generous, kind person. Waspish, yes, no doubt about that.
It was like a sort of electric wire of life pouring out of him. You really couldn't take your eyes off him. Like a little bird moving, and this great charisma poured out of him. And so he was absolutely at one with his painting, because every touch of the paint had that electricity about it.
And I said, well, I admire your work enormously. I think you're the greatest painter alive in the world today. And he said how much he had admired my work, and he said, great minds think alike.
He said, look, why don't you come round this afternoon, which of course I was pleased to his studio in Rees Mews, and there we sat with a bottle of gin or something, neat gin, nothing to soften it down a bit, sat there talking all about painting so excitedly, and it was so interesting to be with the man who I admired very much.
Every painting of another human being, Bacon portrays their vulnerability, and in doing that exposes his own vulnerability.
He said, the thing I don't like being is a show-off. He said, the trouble with this game, I think, he said, you have to be a show-off. And he said, I hate doing that.
The thing that was so extraordinary to me about him and about painting him was all his feelings seemed to be there on his face. And as his mood changed, his face would change from minute to minute in terms of expression.
Also, we were talking earlier about one of Bacon's works, this particular, The Jet of Water, which he painted in 79. But I think you have a story associated with this in a way.
But I was told, that in fact Bacon set out to paint a wave, but found it impossible, and it ended up as a jet of water.
And my secretary said, oh, by the way, Francis Bacon left a package for you in the hall, and I didn't know how many people had gone by. So I said, oh, that's very kind of him. He said, yes, he said it was a gift. And when I opened it up, it was a self-portrait.
I mean, you look at a great Bacon and you feel what it is to be alive, and you can sense what it might be like to die at the same moment. And he has that greatness. And that can only come through love.